Hello everyone and welcome back to 4KB Shorts Let's Play of Kerbal's Space Program. It is time, dun dun dun, it is absolutely time to try something new and exciting for everybody. We have, as you know, mapped Kerbal. We have mapped the moon. I did not put it to a vote, my bad, but I've decided, yes, I have decided for everyone involved that we're going to Menace next, because it's right there, right? It's right there. Menace is right there. We'll just go there. And then from there, actually I forgot about Menace for a minute there. I was just going to have us go to Duna. Oh, sad time, I know. I was going to have us go to Duna, but as it turns out, gotta map Menace first. Probably going to be really short, but to map Menace, we got to get to Menace. And, well, zooming in won't show me the thing. But anyway, we got to get to Menace, and in order to get to Menace, we have to bring a ship out. Now, I've seen people like Scott Manley like jetpack to Menace. Can be done. Absolutely can be done. It's very small. The moon's gravity is very light. So we could probably just take the backpack, the rucksack, excuse me, and just go and be out there. But I don't want to do that because we're going to have to get a ship from Kerbal to the rucksack. And then, or wherever it's at, if it's here or if it's out here, we're going to have to get a ship to it. So we're either going to have to get it to the moon or we're going to have to get it to Menace. And it's easier to get from Kerbal to the moon, for me, than it is to get from Kerbal to Menace. And I really don't want to use the fuel in the rucksack until we have to. So we're going to get a ship from Kerbal to the moon, grab the rucksack at the moon, then from there we're going to go to Menace. Now, I had a request. I had a request from a watcher who, I really wish I could remember. I apologize, I forgot who it was. I don't have that so many watches where I'm like, oh my god, one of you people said it. But no, somebody did ask and I forgot who it was, but I remember the request. And the request was, could I show the docking maneuvers? I don't know why people would want to see, and the orbital maneuvers. And I'm not sure why people would want to see that, but I'm going to try to get it into this game for everybody. Or into this Let's Play for everybody, because, you know, it's going to be in the game. Sorry, I'm a little excited. I was doing some editing on another video, and it got me all hyped up, so I'm a little wired. Okay, so in the tradition of using very big rockets that we've used previously to do the same thing we're going to do now, you know what this is. This is a Lathe boat. You remember this. This got the home system to Lathe. If it can get the home system to Lathe, it can get it can get to the rucksack on the moon, and it can get to Menace, and from there it may even be able to get us out to Duna, which is our next stop. But if I remember correctly, and I do remember correctly, we had a real big issue with this guy because he, oops, wrong one. He could not make it with this RCS tank. I ran out of RCS fuel in orbit. Mostly due to my SAS unit just completely spewing fuel everywhere, which totally torqued me. But because this isn't going as far as it was before, we're going to make some edits. We're going to do some edits, and the edits we're going to do is we're going to make a very large edit for the... One moment, I'll find it. I can't talk and think at the same time. Here it is. Very large edit for the RCS fuel, and the edit is going to basically be this. What have I done? Okay, there it is. Yeah, the edit is basically going to be this. Lots of RCS fuel. Can't run out now, right? Now this has just made this thing about 10 tons heavier. Probably more. No, okay, about 6 tons heavier. Might change the way it reacts. I don't know. About to find out. But in order to find out, we have to do several things. We'll go ahead and put these here to make it look more even. So 1, 2, 3, 4, you think? 4 is more than enough. Nice even, nice clean, calm looking. Alright, the next thing I want to do is move these up. I don't know why these are the way they are, but if you put them in the wrong place, they get angry at you, and it doesn't work properly. But we're going to try to get them in the right place so it works properly. And I think that's the right place. Although, look at that, it does look uneven, and I'm... Oh, that's why. These tanks are not even. These tanks are like all wobbly. Bam, try that. Okay, I just trashed my fuel lines, so I will have to fix that before we go outside. I'll probably have to fix all my space tape too. So it's going to take a little bit more editing than usual, but what I do want to do before I do anything else is I want to put MechJet back on. I want to put one mech jet on. We'll just go ahead and slap him right here. So 245.73 tons, and we're not going to call this the lathe boat. Ooh, I have no idea what to call this. Running out of names for things. It's not the lathe boat, it's not going to lathe, it's going to take the rucksack places. Oh, here we go. We're just going to call this the Hitchhiker 1. Yeah, we're going to take the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. That's that's how we're going to do that. So that's going to be the Hitchhiker 1. And he's going to take the rucksack from the moon to... Get that snapped in there. From the moon to Menace, and then maybe even farther. And depending on how much fuel this thing takes to get into orbit, because it does take a little bit of this fuel, I think, to get into orbit, plus with the extra weight, I may have to make a stop at the space station, at which point, if we do, we will rename it. Ooh, super bonus material. So let me go ahead and clean this up, fix this up, get these all wired in where they're supposed to be, put the space tape where it's supposed to be, so on and so forth, and then we will head out to the launch pad. Ah, see, I'm getting better. The launch pad, and see if we can get this thing up into the sky with this added weight. If not, we'll do some more editing and fix it. So I will see you guys out there. Alright everybody, out on the launch pad. Still really wobbly as it was last time. I didn't put my SAS unit back on here. You know what that means, don't you? It means I won't be able to dock. Let's get back inside and fix that. Okay everyone, here we are back out on the launch pad where we're supposed to be. Got everything set up as best as I can. Still a little bit wobbly. Not something we can help. I believe the ship's a little bit heavier than it was before, but if everything is working properly, we should still be able to get into orbit without too much trouble. Let me take a double peek what I'm doing. Docking with the short stack is not our top priority right now, but it is a possibility. So I guess we'll just be going the same way we always go in orbit. So let's try to get this thing up in the sky. An interesting effect just occurred. Well, I have no control now, really, but let's find out what went wrong. Let's find out what happened there. Structural failure on linkage between FLR1 RCS fuel tank and Rocco. Oh. Really? Let's try that again, but let's throttle up more slowly. I don't think these Rockomax fuel tanks, or these RCS tanks, are capable of handling a high impact thrust from a rocket. I think they always collapse. There we go. There we go. Just takes a little bit gentler hand to get it to go up. Yeah, I was just pushing too hard against this and it collapsed because it can't take that kind of impact. Now I do have advanced SAS, but I'm not sure how well it's going to work. This thing may be really top heavy. We'll find out as we approach the sky. So I'm going to be concentrating on this while I do that. Or not. Okay, so major design flaw needs some work. So I guess we go back inside and we do some more editing. I'll see you guys there. Okay everybody, I removed that lower fuel tank. We're just going to go with the top one. Lightens us up very little. I also added, I moved the space tape to make us more stable up top in case the wobbling was what was causing it. We're going to try our standard full thrust launch, and hopefully it all comes out for the best. Hey, there we go. There's a good start. A little bit more stable, a little bit less wobbly, nothing collapsing yet. I have advanced SAS, but two things. One, I do not want to waste all of my RCS on the advanced SAS while flying, and two, tall rockets tend to wobble very heavily when you turn on advanced SAS. I don't know why that happens, but it is a very bad thing. So we're going to try to get this into orbit. Alright, we will quick save. Not that that's a good idea, but we will quick save, and then we will begin our burn now. Okay, we're in space, so I am going to full throttle my engine because the engine's going to die, and as soon as my engine dies, I am going to have to throttle up on that little nuclear rocket. Okay, my overheat has just kicked in. Let's slow it down a little bit. Yeah, see, in space, the heat's not so bad. Okay, I have to do a combination of this and the other thing. Alright. So we're not going to have enough fuel in this big rocket. Take that off. Just start that up. That's a nice bonus. Alright, we are lighter, so we can actually turn faster. But we're going to have an issue here with this because we're going to have to pull up a little bit. We're going to have to cheat the system because I was not able to burn as much as I wanted. So we just have to hope that we don't hit Atmo before we speed up. And I guess if I were to hit full throttle, that'd probably be a better idea than not. There you go. That's so not exciting. I mean, it kind of is if you like the idea of crashing into a planet, but otherwise not really super exciting. Alright, now that'll give me an indication of how high we're going. So I'm just going to kind of burn almost straight up at this point, and that should help out. It will also bring this one in, I think. Yeah, so that one's coming in, this one's going out. So I'm basically burning straight up from the planet at this point. But I need it because I'm at 65,000 kilometers and I have no idea. I mean, you look? That's basically what I'm doing. Because I'm burning straight out. Not efficient at all. Not good at all. Not smart at all. But it's the only option I have at this point. Because I may still need to do something. I don't know. Because we're now at 60,000 kilometers. Atmosphere is starting to kick in. We may begin to lose speed. 40. Once that matches our current height, at that point we should start going up again. 40. Crap. Yeah, I think our burn was too late. So we're going to end up with an atmosphere issue here. Well, if I even do get this thing up into the sky at all, there's a high potential chance that we'll still need to go in and get fuel from the short stack. Because I'm now burning hardcore towards the sky. We're about to cross our apoapsis at 56,000 meters. And I'm still losing altitude very poorly, very badly. Alright, well, we'll just keep burning. Oh, I can't fast forward while we're burning, can I? Oh, I can, okay. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. Okay, that's 170,000 meters. And going down. So we're going to see what happens. There's really nothing left for me to do but to hope that we don't drop too far. Oh. Really? Really? I think we may have just barely skirted the atmosphere. We did. We did. That was very poor. That was very poorly designed. That was very poorly done. That was a very bad orbital maneuver on my part. Very small rocket to be used for that. But we did, in fact, make it almost, or we did make it into orbit, and we are increasing our altitude. So bonus for us, half a fuel tank down, no fuel tank, no fuel tank. Okay, so we should refuel. Ah, see, we should refuel. Okay, there we go, there we go. Quick save once again, just because we're wasting our life doing this. Monopropellant's not too bad, so I don't have to worry about that. I'm going to try to bring it down, if that's the right direction. Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way. That's thrusting forward. Let's try not to do that too much. Alright, rotate. Don't know why it fights me so much on the rotation, but it does. And... okay. And let's go ahead and... okay, now we're going to control from here. There we go. So I want to... yeah, I want to go in this direction to slow ourselves down. And then I want to thrust forward. Which way is forward? Forward is that way. I think that's the right way. It's hard to tell with this on. Yeah, forward is that way. I should be doing this with the chase cam, but I'm not. Oh, thrust backwards, please. And we want to rotate just... can't rotate. There we go. There we go. Just a little bit. Boom! Oh, okay. I should turn off my RCS right now. So I'm gonna do that. And did I lose it? Did it? Okay, hasn't lost it yet, but it's trying. It's trying very hard. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. I know you're heavy. I know you're heavy. But just give me a little. And there it is. Okay, the whole thing's wobbling like an... Oh, God, it's wobbling bad. Quick save. Speed up. That will lock us in position. Okay. So there is a docking maneuver for everyone who wanted to know. And there is Bob Kerman. Bob, oh God. Bob's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Uh-huh. Okay. Now, two things. One, because this is our first docking with the station. This is going to be the name docking. The other thing is I wanted to... Oh wow, that's gonna just drain all four of these, isn't it? Let's find out. Every little bit helps, I guess, but wow, I didn't realize. I did not realize. So it looks like monopropellant is much harder to replace. Oop, out. There you go. Okay, so a little better, but I have to be more careful in the future. Let's steal all the monopropellant from here too. No, that's only a 25 tank. We'll leave it. We'll leave that. That'll be our monopropellant. So we've just jacked all the monopropellant from the station. Sorry, Bob, you're out of monopropellant. And then from here we want to do... Wow, barely used any of the fuel. So refueling. Ding ding. All right, now as I said, because this is our first docking with the Kerbal space station. I'm going to continue recording while I do this, but I have to look up some of the names you guys suggested. I may actually let me go ahead and pause while I look up names, because that's going to take me a minute. So I'm going to pause really quick. I'm going to look up some names. I will be right back, and then we're going to go ahead and rename the short stack to something, if not exactly what was suggested, because there are some odd suggestions, but something pretty close. Pretty close. So we will be back in just one moment. Alright everyone, back again. I took a look at some of the names that we have here. We have Short Station, which I guess it's okay, but I don't want to make this about me, so well, any more than I have to. So that's a pretty good one, but because that also goes with the short stack. Space Station, that's a little bit too close to Jeff Major's space station. He calls his like the Space Station, like weird accent, like station or something like that, and as much as I like to follow Jeff around and hide in his dumpster and steal his underwear and things like that, I'm not going to name my station so similarly to his. That's just creepy. We have the huge dildo space station. CHM Gaming 13 decided to throw that one in there. As much as I agree, it does look a bit like a bell end. This is a family program. And I forgot to mention, I'm sorry, the Gamer Freak 1555 came up with Short Station, thank you. George Farndell came up with Space Station. He must watch Jeff as well. You have good taste, sir. The DJW191 calls it the Big Stupid Doo-Doo Station. I may act like I'm 9, but I'm not. No offense to that one. He did say that I could shorten it to BSDDS, which sounds kind of cool, but I would always know what it meant, and that just wouldn't work for me. Chilling All Day has suggested KSS, Kerbal Space Station. Very poignant. I mean, very to the point, really. A little bland, but not bad. Shadow Link has suggested Spuz Station or something like that in honor of Spugly and Spaz, which I very much thank you for. And yes, the Spugly and the Spaz didn't make it, and even this guy's a little bit off-center, so we're not even going to worry about that. So far, my favorite though, unfortunately we didn't get a lot of feedback, but my favorite though is from Yoon00 with Bob Kerbin's Everything You Need Service Station. That is a pretty okay name, kind of epic, kind of fat. I don't know how much can fit, but we're gonna see what can fit. So it is still a station, and we're gonna kind of go with a variation of Yoon's suggestion, because I want to see how much title I can get in here. I want to get one of those titles where people are like, "What the hell is that?" Maybe it, you know, collapses under its own weight and becomes a singularity in Kerbal orbit. That's what I want. So we're gonna call this Bob's Super Self Service Station and Alcohol. How do I spell alcohol? A-L-C-H-O-L? No. I don't drink enough of it. I don't know how to spell it. That is not how you spell alcohol, but I'm gonna leave it like that. I know there's like, I know that H is there, but I think there's another H in there, and I'm no good at that. So service station and alcohol boutique. Oh my God, this thing can be huge. So Bob's Super Self-Service Station and Alcohol Boutique. I want to see how much longer it can get. Oh, here we go. We'll call it Big Bob, and we'll call it Twos because he's Bob 2. He's not Bob Kerman, he's Bob Kerman clone, and he's always screaming. Oh, here we go. Screaming deals, or screaming hot deals. Yeah, screaming hot deals. Super Self-Service Station and Alcohol Boutique. There we go. Can I fit even more on here? Will this crash the game? I don't even know. Look at that. It's like it stretches. Big Bob 2, Screaming Hot Deal, Super Self-Service Station, and Alcohol Boutique. And I really can't fit any more adjectives in there without like the station exploding, I think. Yeah, I mean I could put things in there like really heavy and slow and other things like that, but I think I'll just leave it as Big Bob 2, Screaming Hot Deal, Super Self-Service Station, and Alcohol Boutique, because without alcohol, what good is a service station? I mean, really. I'm sure there's something else I can put in there, like, you know, bathrooms in the back or something, but we'll see if that name works. Boom. Okay, well let's go to our map and see what it says. Let's go to our map and see what it says. Big Bob's 2, Screaming Hot Deal, Super Self-Service Station, and Alcohol Boutique. It's fully laid out there. They don't even cut it down. They're like, yeah, we're not even gonna slice that down for you. I wonder if I could get a name so long it stretches out to Jewel. That'd be nice. I mean, this one stretches out almost. Well, here we go. Kind of a bad joke, but there we go. A name so long it stretches out to Jewel. So I would like to thank everyone who participated, of course, in the naming convention quest. I know I said I'd go with someone's name, but because I didn't go with anyone's name, I did offer, I did give a mention to all those people who did participate. So thank you, each and every one of you, for listening to my videos and commenting with information and with ideas. But this is what we end up with. We end up with Big Bob 2, Screaming Hot Deal Superstation, the title I can't even remember. So, once again, I would like to thank all of you very much, all of my watchers, all the people who are participating, all the people watching my Kerbal Space program, and my other Let's Plays, on joining me for Kilobyte Short on this first half of taking the Rucksack to Menace, and this Let's Play of Kerbal Space program, and I will see you next video.